I believe Baker Mayfield should be the long-term franchise quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I get that Baker Mayfield is nowhere close to the level of talent that is, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, even a guy like CJ Stroud, I would take over Baker Mayfield. I think CJ Stroud just throws a much better football, has much more upside to his game based on the way he plays the quarterback position. But I look at Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield is good enough to win football games. And if you're putting Baker Mayfield as your franchise quarterback, you don't have to pay the guy a crap ton of money because there's a blessing and a curse when you have an elite quarterback. If you have an Aaron Rodgers or a Patrick Mahomes, these guys are all-time talented guys that can make up for a bad offensive line, that can make up for not the best wide receiver core, can carry a bad defense or a bad offensive line or a lackluster coaching staff. But that comes at a price. What is that price? Actual financial dollars. You're going to have to eventually pay those guys a crap ton of money unless they agree to take a pay cut, and sometimes these guys aren't willing to do so. And rightfully so, because the NFL is a business, and your career could end on one play. So I don't blame guys that don't take team-friendly discounts. But Baker Mayfield is not going to demand that type of money, nor should he, because Baker Mayfield is not an elite quarterback. So because he's not an elite quarterback, he can't demand elite quarterback money. I mean, technically he can, but more than likely if he does, a team is not going to probably sign him because they're going to say, the price is just way too high. Sorry, Baker. But here's the thing about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is just starting to enter the prime of his career. He's 28 years old, going to be 29 years old next season. This is the first time we saw Baker Mayfield throw for 4,000 passing yards, had almost 30 touchdowns this season, and this is one of the first times Baker Mayfield has been in a stable situation where the coaching staff believed in him. He had a great defense. He had great wide receivers, and everything was in place for Baker to succeed, and he succeeded. He won a playoff game in Tampa Bay. His first season there, led him to the playoffs, won the division. It seemed like he was a great leader this season, and he's playing some of the best football of his career. I think Baker Mayfield's on an upward trajectory. I don't think this is going to be one of those things where Baker is on such a high and then he'll stalemate next season and rapidly regress. I doubt that's going to happen. Could it happen? Yes, absolutely, because I don't think Baker Mayfield is a franchise-changing quarterback, but I do believe he's a good, well above average franchise quarterback. He's better than the likes of Jimmy Garoppolo and Kirk Cousins, guys that can't really go above and beyond the system. I think that Baker Mayfield can be very similar to Brock Purdy, where his athletic limitations, you're probably not going to put all the offensive responsibilities on him. Kind of needs a head coach to kind of, make sure he's doing the right things and not turning the ball over. But Baker, very similar to Brock Purdy, I believe, can operate at a high level within a system. And if you put a great team around these guys, they can win a lot of games and potentially a Super Bowl. And let's not forget, I think Baker Mayfield is a little bit more talented than people give him credit for. This is a guy that was the first overall pick in a draft class with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. That should tell you all you need to know about how dominant Baker Mayfield was at times at Oklahoma. He had a great career, and you could say in hindsight, the Browns are stupid. They should have drafted Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. But Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson needed time to develop their skill set. Baker was NFL ready because he had started, 4 years in college? And let's be real. Josh Allen landed with the Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson landed with the Baltimore Ravens. Very stable, well-run organizations. Baker was asked to start early in Cleveland and overcome dysfunction. And Baker's been having to deal with dysfunction pretty much his whole entire career. Multiple head coaches, multiple coordinators, bad offensive lines, bad teams in Carolina and in Cleveland at times. So it's been very, very good to see Baker having success in Tampa Bay, where he had a legitimate team around him and he delivered. I don't think this is going to be a Geno Smith situation where Geno Smith kind of fools the Seattle Seahawks and plays at an MVP level, his first season there, and then flames out into an average quarterback the next season, and then you're kind of looking to potentially move on and upgrade. I think Baker Mayfield is starting to finally hit his stride. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should invest in Baker Mayfield. The only question I have about Baker is, can you succeed not as an underdog? Because now the microscope is on Baker Mayfield. He's no longer an underdog in Tampa Bay. He already beat the Caleb Williams allegations, okay? So now we have to ask the question, what does Baker Mayfield look like with expectations put on his shoulders? I'm excited to see it. I do believe Baker can be a very good starting quarterback with expectations put on his shoulders. And to be honest with you, I could even ask the question, what are the expectations for Baker? Because I still think people doubt Baker and say, oh, Baker's going to come back next year and just fold. He's not going to do so well. So I think Baker Mayfield internally will always have that motivation of he's a doubted short guy that people just don't quite believe in. But I think Baker Mayfield can continue to prove people wrong. And I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should invest in Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield will give you that financial freedom to actually build a real roster around him. I truly believe that. And I think Tampa Bay should embrace the quarterback that Baker Mayfield is. No doubt about it.